Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Supreme Radio UK, spilling the tea. Juliet G.
School's still out for summer. We are in the second week down and counting. Oh, good morning, morning, people. Rise and smile time. How are you all this morning? This beautiful Saturday morning. Welcome back to another exciting edition of your Saturday morning talk show. For the next 3 hours, you have me. And all you have to do is stay tuned, locked in to your number one community radio station, Supreme Radio UK. You can listen to us live via the Supreme website, and that's www.supremeradio.uk. Okay. Now, it's your host, Juliet G, where I converse with real people and get them to spill that tea. And that's a T with a double E, and talk their truth. No matter what part of the world they are tuning in from, north, south, east or west, or the surrounding counties, you can get us anywhere in the world. Now, thank you for lending us your listening ears. And you can actually download us from your you can download us from your app store. That's it. That's the one. Your app store. And that's Supreme Radio UK. Now, it's Saturday, the 1st of August. Can you Adam and Eve it, people? Oh my goodness. And the time in London town is 13 minutes past the hour of 8. Now, big up to Mr. Gibbs for another excellent show last night. He did some extra time. Now, I was going to play my instrument, but I'll spare you. Now, big up to Mr. Gibbs. Now, he'll be back next Friday from 11 till 1 a.m. And he left the studio in immaculate condition. And it's smelling nice. Now, I want to say a big thank you to my guest last week who returned to offer her professional expertise as a psychotherapist. Now, we spoke about how we find a way to finding calm when life gets overwhelming, which was a very powerful show and a lot of takeaway moments. Now, if you've missed that show, I will upload it later today. Oh, okay. Sometime this weekend. I'm not going to commit myself. Now, I also like to say my gratitude every day. And I always like to wake up with gratitude. And I'm grateful for life and to the life that we live every single day, to my family and my friends. I'm grateful to the sponsors and supporters of my show, to Supreme Management, Soul Gigs, Fine Boy Inc., Martin Winter of James Shoe Care, Embark Inside, Ms. V the Therapist, SAS, you know who you are, Kevin Bennett, my big sister's son for our weekly prayers, Queen Miss Selena, Impactful Media. I appreciate you and thank you, and I owe you a telephone call. And Val's Everlasting Celebrant for those premium ceremonies with a unique experience. And on that note, I am going to pass you on to my big sister, Son, who is going to lead us in this morning's prayer. So, you know, we always have to bless the airways. So just bear with while I pass you on.
Dear Lord God, Heavenly Father, Thank you for giving us the opportunity to see another day. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to listen in to another edition of Spilling the Tea to Juliet G. Thank you for Juliet G's guests. Thank you for Juliet G's co-host. Thank you for all the behind the scenes work that comes to put this program together. And dear Lord God, Heavenly Father, I thank you for us as listeners that listen into this fantastic program, to the guests, to their knowledge, to their experience. And I ask you to continue watch over them, to continue bless them, dear Lord God, to continue to implant the knowledge in them, and as they unselfishly share their knowledge and experience with us. So whatever has gone in the week before, dear Lord God, we know that that is behind us. Continue to watch over us and be with us, dear Lord God, as we start a new week fresh and anew. And remember to keep you in our midst, keep you in our hearts, dear Lord God, with everything we do. The things that we do that we enjoy and the things that we do that we don't enjoy, dear Lord God, let us lift them all up to you. As I lift this short prayer up, your name is to be praised, worshipped and glorified in everything we do. Amen.
Welcome back to Spilling the Tea to Juliet G on Supreme Radio UK. If you're just tuning in, welcome. I have my co-host on the line, Mr. Bennett. Hey, hold on. Mr. Bennett is on the line. Don't worry, do you know what?
Right.
I am going to learn how to play something, and you are all going to be mesmerized. I'm going to make sure I play it before my birthday. I'm going to play a tune for you. You are all going to be flabbergasted. You're going to be, hey, Juliet, hey, this girl, oh, there is no instrument she cannot play. Hey, don't worry.
I can't wait for you to play Three Blind Mice.
Okay, one step at a time, Kevin. Yeah, one step at a time. Don't rush. You have to walk before you can crawl. You should crawl before you can run. So we have to play the easy one first, okay? Don't worry. I'll play something for you before the 11th of September. That'll be on the 10th of September. I will.
Noted.
So I
Noted.
have at least 2 months, 8 weeks.
Right.
Yeah,
So
8 weeks and
2 months,
counting.
Three Blind Mice.
8 weeks and counting. Don't worry. I can. Hold on. Let me see if I can. No. Let me not even start, because I know you will all get very envious. You'll get envious of me, and then. Anyway.
Oh my
Now,
gosh.
Kevin. Where do I
Yes,
start?
Julia.
Do you know what? Before I even begin, no, go on. You start, Kevin. You start.
No, I'd love to hear, let's start with you. First and foremost, you went out last night. Where did you go?
Hey, Kevin, you're putting me on blast, oh. Eh?
Oh, did you lie to someone to say that you was in and tired or something, or you was washing your hair?
Listen, I have no hair to
Yeah.
wash. That's number one. Number two, I don't need to lie to anyone. Number three, I was at Quincy's comedy show. Okay.
Oh, big shouts out to Quincy. Massive shouts out to Quincy. How was the show?
It was really good. Very, very good. The comedians were on point. New but on point. They were so funny. Hilarious.
Mm,
Just what you need on a Friday night to start your weekend, you know?
I love that. Big shouts out to Quincy. Massive shouts out.
So,
Yeah, yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. And there's nobody to be telling lies to. I don't need to lie.
Okay, so here's a truth that I want to hear.
Okay.
Did you stay awake at the show?
Kevin, why now? That's why I sat right at the front.
Yeah, go
And
on.
the only
You still at the show?
only people that can see me is the comedians. Unfortunate for me, nobody put me on blast. Oh, I don't know. Do you know what it is? When I eventually sit down,
Awake at the show.
and relax, and then my body goes into that relax mode, I have to get that snatched like, even if it's 10 minutes, and I'm lucky if I get 10 minutes because I quickly open. You know when you can sense people looking at you?
Did you stay awake at the show?
No.
So you went to the People Them show where they've been training and practicing hard to be the best they can be, and you fell asleep on them. Is that what you're saying to me?
I drifted. I drifted. Let's get it correct. I drifted.
Drifted where? Did you fall asleep at the show?
Yes.
Oh
Okay.
my God. That is it. You are wrong. You are wrong. You are wrong. You know how hard it is to go on stage as it is and
No,
be presenting your best work, your material, to look in the
Kevin.
audience and see someone who you admire, respect, fall asleep on you. Do you know how that feels?
Kevin, do you know my life?
Oh,
Oh. Anyway.
tell me one joke they said. Let's see how long you fell asleep. Tell me one joke. Tell me one joke that you was like, oh my gosh, this is so funny. Tell me one joke they said. I want to see how long you were sleeping for.
Kevin, I'm not a comedian.
Just tell me. Just tell me.
No.
You know
No.
the background of the joke.
People have to pay for those jokes. So no.
No,
Just in case they use them. No, I'm not. I'm not
no,
going to
I'm not
give away
saying
their
tell you to
craft.
tell the joke.
No.
I'm just saying tell me the
No,
back.
no, no, no.
Mhm,
Kevin,
mhm.
Kevin, let's not go there. Now let's talk about last
Yeah.
week, Saturday, Sunday, come Monday. Now, last week,
Yes.
Saturday, the weather was perfect. Perfect. And I said to
Hmm.
you, my biggest fear was not actually jumping. My biggest fear was actually traveling to the venue.
Hmm.
And it's as if God heard my prayers.
No, God didn't hear your prayers. God heard your fears.
Okay, he heard my fears and he said, do you know
Hmm.
what? It's not today. You are not going to get up early today. And do you know, I got notification. I had to basically get myself together, go to my friends, and then when I got to her house in the evening, I sat down and I said, she gave me something to eat and we was chatting away. And then what happens? I open up my emails, said, oh, let me just check my emails. Like you do. And
Hmm.
I thought someone was playing a prank on me. So I thought,
Mm.
no. So I had to say to her, have a look. What does that say? And so she told me. So I was like, no, this is not true. It can't be true. Somebody must be playing a prank. So I Googled. I went on Google.
Hold on. Before what's it? What's it, Juliet? What was said? Like you're leaving us here. Like there's a mystery here. Unravel. What did they say?
They sent an email to say
Yeah.
that the weather was not the weather forecast was not suitable for skydiving, and I was like, and that is the email that I posted out so that everybody could see. Yeah, that was sent to me, and I was like, I don't believe this. So
But I'm sure the weather was nice last Saturday. What happened?
last Saturday was fine, but Sunday was windy.
Oh, sorry, Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday was windy. It was
Oh,
sunny but windy. Yeah. We are coming
oh,
up to that all important community break, and when we come back, I will finish off this story, okay? So that
yes.
I don't want nobody to miss out.
Okay.
Welcome back to Spilling the Tea to Juliet G. Now. I have something free. I have some free information for parents or carers or guardians. Now, Urban Sports Summer Activity, it's in the Newham area. King George V Park are offering young people between the ages of 5 to 10, actually 5 plus, let's just say 5 plus. They're doing scooters for beginners. So and they're doing skateboarding, and they are doing skating. Now, there are various times. Yeah, so if you want that information, you can message me on 07958674099. Now, they've got their sessions start on the 4th of Tuesday, the 4th of August. Now, and then there's another session Thursday, the 6th of August, Tuesday, the 11th of August, Friday, the 14th of August, Tuesday, the 18th of August, Friday, the 21st of August, and Tuesday, the 25th of August. Now, all the sessions are free of charge, and they provide all the equipment, so you don't even have to worry. So if you haven't got a scooter for your little young ones, don't worry. No skateboards, you don't need to worry. They provide everything. Just get your children down there, but parents must remain for the duration of your child's session. It is not a babysitting service, unfortunately, so you have to stay with your young ones. Now, they recommend that everyone wears sun cream and bring drinking water or a drink of some kind, and a hat, because you don't want them to get sunstroke, because the sun is very powerful outside. Ooh. You don't want to get knocked out. So if you want any further information about this freeness, I will, in fact, I'll try and post it up on my page. Okay. Now, Kevin.
Sorry, Julia, is that Sammy Skates' event?
It's, he's something to do with it, yeah. Sammy Skates. Yeah, in fact, yes, sorry.
Massive.
Yeah, big up.
Massive shout out to Sammy Skates, because he's such a good guy.
Sammy Skates will be doing a session from 2 to 4 roller skating. Get yourself down there, 8+. 8, if you've got children, 8+, 7.5, maybe might give you a squeeze if they look big and sensible. Okay? So, get them. You will tire them out, too. Tire them out. Yes. Take them up there. Well, you know what? There's not much things that are free during the 6 weeks holiday, but I suggest you get yourself down there. So, right, as I was saying, Kevin, in fact, I want to say thank you to all the people that had rooted for me, sent me nothing but positive vibes and messages, made a donation directly to the Just Giving page, and even the cynics amongst us all. But it's okay, it's all good. I left it in God's hands, and there is still time to make a donation, but that's okay. You can go to my Just Giving page. That's www.justgiving.page/Juliet, JULIET -GEE-3. Now, I want to also give a quick shout out to the people that have made donations to the Just Giving page. My sister Jennifer, DJ Huey, Anne McFarlane, my cousin Royal, Tracy Emmanuel, Miss A, Dahlia Anderson, our very own DJ John Fraser, Mia Kennedy, Trevor Walters, Thami Quest UK, Angela Sinclair, Rochelle Allen, Sarge, Michelle James from Florida, Sonia Messalina, Cece, Edna Johnson Smalley, Marlene Lee Smooth, Mark Ajayi, Jenny C from Salsa, Anne Barker from Salsa, Conrad Plenty from Salsa, our very own DJ Easy G from the States, Claudette, George from Tesco's Whittam, Steve from Whittam, James from Whittam, Mandy from Whittam, Eve from Whittam, Pamela R. Haynes, Grace Nsona, Neil Smith, Sheila Pellion, Charles and Jimmo, Adejomi, Michael Adejomi, M. Mitchell, Angela Woodburn, Lisa McLean, Charity Thomas, Marcia Spence, Lisa from Whittam, Lulu from Whittam, Deborah Humphreys, Councillor Femi, Wilma Jarvis, Margaret Wellington, Debbie Allen, the Lasakis, Lyndon Wissart, Claire and Gary, Clive, Lindsay, Basil, Malcolm from Whittam, Fumi Lawal, our very own TLC, Derek Doris, our very own Nigel B, Breda from Whittam, Mr. A.M. Butterfly, Maxine Edgar, the Salsa Smile Crew, Pat, Tony Harris, Ange, Tony Barrett, Sue Samuels, Trevor Edgar, Agard, aka T, Simon, Lee, Lee J, and Gary D, and Onye Ajoku. And also, I want to say thank you to all the anonymous donators. I cannot thank you enough for getting the ball rolling and believing in me. And just to reiterate, all the money raised goes directly to the African Caribbean Leukemia Trust. So keep giving, keep donating. And I would also like to say one more thing. That's www.justgiving/page/Juliet -GEE-3. And all funds raised goes directly to ACLT. Kevin.
Why are there so many people that come from Whittam? What's happening in Whittam?
Well, those are the people that, you know, when you put a poster somewhere and then they just donate. So they donate.
Like Whittam's a generous area. I need to go Whittam. I need to move to Whittam.
Do you know what? Do you know Whittam has got a high population of twins in that area?
High population of what, sorry?
Twins, children. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, twins.
So they should call it Twittam. Twinum. They should call it Twinum.
Yeah.
Twinum.
Yeah, it's got a high population of twins.
Hold on, Juliet. Let's go back. I want us to go back. So what happened concerning? I'm so intrigued. What happened concerning the jump?
Right. So yes, as I was saying, so I got this email, and I googled to check and see whether the area, whether it's suitable, and it said the weather forecast for tomorrow is not suitable for skydiving. And I thought, okay, let me check on their website. And I checked on their website and they said it's not suitable for skydiving. So it's not suitable. So my friend said to me, book it straight away just in case, so that you get the date that you want. So the earliest date that I could get was the 16th, which is 2 weeks time from now. Yeah. So it's booked for the 16th of August. Yes, so by God's grace. But I also want to say that if people, you know, please share. Even though you have donated, you can share. Keep sharing to your family, your friends, your colleagues, your network, because you never know who might see this and think, oh yes, this might be suitable for our, organizations have a small pocket of money that they put aside to charities.
Yes.
And I would like to be one of those charities that, in fact, not me personally, I would like ACLT to be that charity that gets some of that donation, if not all. So please keep on sharing. we would really, really, really appreciate it. I think I'm coming up to 2,000, near enough 2,000, within the space of a week. The donations jumped from just under 1,000 to now almost 2,000, which is very, very good. But we still need to keep pushing, still need to keep promoting. So please, thank you.
I agree.
Yeah.
I massively agree. Yeah, I agree. And you know, it'll be good sometimes that do you know how empathy is grown? Empathy grows
Mm.
and is stimulated when people sometimes experience or see the process of, for example, what blood donor, how blood donor can help people. Um, it creates more empathy when people are seeing the
Kevin?
being treated. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, yeah. What I'm saying is empathy grows when people experience what people are going through. It
Mm.
makes them want to give more, makes them want to do more instead of it just kind of being a part of, oh, Juliet's doing something. Let's just give to do Juliet to make Juliet feel good. For example, I'm not saying that's the case,
Mm.
but sometimes when we go out into the world and we experience certain things, it makes us want to advocate more. So sometimes in life, just going out there and experiencing what blood donation can do for people, for example, it really will build your empathy.
And you know what? Do you know just that little bit of blood can save 6 babies' lives. Now, when you think of babies in the antenatal, the NIC ward, they call it.
Yeah.
What's it?
Mm.
What does it stand for? NIC. I can't remember what it stands for, but I know it's the critical, and
Mm.
they're on those machines and stuff, and their bodies are just so little. Some of them
Mm-hmm.
are not even bigger than a handspan, and
Mm-hmm.
and when you think that they're dependent on blood, and
Mm-hmm.
our babies, our black babies, our you know they the best survival rate that they have is having black blood donors. That's not to say
Mm-hmm.
that white, they're saying that it's more suitable if black donors, and that's with everything. So you
Mm-hmm.
stand a better chance when your blood comes from a black person. Not to
Mm.
say that you can't survive, you can survive, but you stand a better chance. So, just if you can, I know some people say they're frightened of needles, but it is a small price to pay. Just a little prick in your arm, and, that was it. It's just a little prick, you know. And
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
just so surprised how just quickly it just happens. And I will go back and I will keep giving as long as I'm healthy enough to give. I'm going to keep giving because
Yes.
they take out and we get blood back into our bodies very, very quickly. So
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, and for me, I feel that why keep my organs when somebody else, it can live in somebody else, you know?
Mm.
So I'm going to donate my organs because I'm going to be cremated anyway. So if I'm going to be cinched, I might as well just take everything that they need. Although I said, not me eyes, not my eyes. They keep saying, oh, Juliet, it's not your eyes that they're going to take. But,
Mm.
modern technology these days, you never know. But, on a serious note, I really don't mind. If they skin my skin, they can use it for somebody else for skin grafting, then hey ho, if it can save somebody, just think my body parts will go all over. You know, when sometimes, and I believe that, you know, sometimes you say, oh, do you know what? I swear that Juliet, that little girl, is just like Juliet. You know why? Because she must probably had a little bit of Juliet in her. On that note, Kevin,
Just going back a second, Juliet. Can you just give people the details
for
to donate?
to donate, yeah, to make a donation, it is www.justgiving, all one word, /page, PAGE, /Juliet, JULIET, dash or hyphen, whatever you want to call it, GEE, dash or hyphen, and it's the number 3. So that's www.justgiving /page /Juliet dash GEE dash the number 3, and all funds raised goes directly to ACLT.
Thank you. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And for those out there, once again, as I said, it won't harm you. Just donate something. But also as well, just research. No, who are you donating to, Juliet, by the way? Just let them know, and where they can go to see their work as well. Just for those people who may be either cynics or they will just love to know more in general. Just can you give them more information about who you're donating to?
To the African Caribbean Leukemia Trust.
Brilliant. Brilliant. And also, you can go back to previous interviews. Do you know the name of the interview where you interviewed them and they spoke about what they do?
Orin Lewis. And that was, let me see. That would have been, hold on a sec, bear with me. Why is it also? Right, let me see. That's why I said my eyes are not good. Hold up. Okay, hold on. Bear with me. Oh, do you know what? Best way to find out. Bear with. Now. That was on the 11th of July. So the 11th of July and that will be up on Mixcloud, and I think it is on YouTube. Yes. So if you can go to YouTube, you can go to my page on YouTube, and that is at Juliet GEE dash spilling the tea, and that's TEE. Okay, and that will take you to all the things that I've posted up on YouTube. Yes.
Brilliant. We're almost coming to the break, right?
We are coming to the break, Kevin, and when we come back from the break, the special guest is a returning guest, and her name is Jessica Plummer, and she is the mother of Shaquan Sammy-Plummer, who was fatally murdered. And she's going to be coming back to tell us what she and her organization have been up to. Anyway, Kevin, I know that you are have got a prior engagement. Thank you.
Yeah, no, Juliet, have a good one.
And you take care and have fun and be safe.
Thank you.
Take care.
All right, see you soon. Bye-bye.
See you next week. Welcome back. Excuse me. Welcome back to Spilling the Tea to Juliet G on Supreme Radio UK. Your Saturday morning fix where we talk to real people and get them to spill that tea. My guest this morning is no stranger to this show, and I am truly honored to welcome her back. For those of you that are new to the show, Jessica Plummer is the mother of Shaquan Sammy-Plummer. And she is the founder of the Shaquan Sammy-Plummer Foundation. Now, Jessica has turned unimaginable pain into purpose, using her son's life and legacy to educate, support, and even protect young people, whilst also raising awareness about the devastating impact of knife crime on families and communities as a whole. Now, for those of you who are listening and are not familiar with Shaquan's story, which we will hear from Jessica in her own words about her beloved son, what happened to him, and how his legacy has inspired the creation of the foundation in his own name. Now, we will be catching up with Jessica shortly and hearing her story. Now, I want to welcome Jessica to the show. Jessica?
Hello?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hold on, Jessica. I want you to feel very welcomed.
Thank you.
Morning, Jessica. How are you this morning?
Good morning to you, Juliet, and how are you?
I am very well, very well, very well. Don't worry, I keep saying to people that I am going to learn this instrument before my birthday. So
Oh,
I
sounds
have
great.
8 weeks to learn a tune. That
Wow.
and you know that when what's his name? Roy, was it Roy Ayers, when he plays that song Pupu La La, then he plays the glockenspiel. That will be me. Hey,
Sounds
yeah,
great.
that will be me. Now, before we talk about the incredible work that you've been doing, it's important for me to check in and ask you, how have you been since we last spoke?
To be quite honest, it hasn't been too good or too bad. When I thought it was when I was thinking that everything could have gotten better, or I'm thinking with the loss of my son after 11 years, I will be feeling way better or understanding what I am going through. To me, it's worse than the day I buried my son. But I'm
Really?
still giving thanks to God, the Most High, for standing with me, for guiding me, and also for showing me the right direction or pointing me to the right direction, that I am able to continue doing the job or the work that I do in memory of my son. But it hasn't been easy. But I'm pushing through, and with my children, my friends beside me, I am trying.
Now,
God is good.
now, Jessica, if there's ever a point, during the interview that you want to take a moment, that triggers you, please feel free, and then we'll take a pause, okay?
No problem.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right, Jessica, for some of our listeners who are just joining us for the first time and that don't know your story, could you tell us about your beloved son, Shaquan? What happened to him and how his life and legacy inspired you to create the Shaquan Sammy Plummer Foundation?
Okay, I lost my son to knife crime on the 30th of January 2015. Shaquan attended the Christ the King Primary School. Shaquan then went on to secondary school in Enfield. But the reason why I sent Shaquan to Enfield is because of me hearing about knife crime, and I got scared. I'm not saying that my children was involved in any gang or dealing drugs. No. I raised my children not only for myself, but for the whole world, the entire world, should I say. Because at the ending of the day, I have to understand that my kids will still have to go out in society, go out in the community to do what they have to do. But as a mother, I'm still going to be there to support them as best as I can. But Shaquan did his GCSEs and he went on to doing his A level. So at the time, Shaquan was doing his A levels at La Swap and also working two jobs. And his life was taken by a young man, and that was the end of it. And the day when I got that knock on the door, which I shall never forget, it's still kind of a bit painful, reliving it, talking about it all the time. But I must be honest that it's gotten better in a sense that now I can talk about it. I'm still very emotional. You get very emotional, but I can still talk about it and then use my daughter, who I am super proud of, and my last born, Andre, who are still making me proud, although Shaquan is not here. But these kids are still going forward and they're still making mommy proud. And with that being said, I will continue to do the work that I do in memory of my son to help change the mindset and also educate young people, including their parents, about the implication of using a knife and how it's affecting society, how it's affecting our community, and not only us, but everybody around us.
Now, has there been any personal milestones or moments of encouragement that you would like to share with us?
Yes, I've come across quite a few parents. I met a lady. I had for a while. I didn't see her for a long while, and then she came with her son, and her son and Shaquan, they were kind of two troublemakers. And then she came over. She asked me, but when she came back to England, it was about her losing her son's dad. And then I met this wonderful lady named Katie. She's very young. She lost her son to knife crime. And then I met the lady, and I was praying that one day I would meet this lady, and that was the lady who lost her daughter in the carnival. And then a few others I've come across, or I meet and we can talk, discuss about the loss of their children. And by me meeting them, it kind of helped me. And the reason why I say that is like thinking, okay, you know what, Jessica, you're not alone. And I think, say, by us coming together, we can all create changes together. And everybody would say to me, especially the lady named Katie and Maria and Ebony would say things to me like, Jess, we are so proud of you. We are super, super proud of you for what you are doing in memory of your son. Keep going, but remember you're not alone.
Yeah.
It's one of the hardest things to go through. The hardest thing.
You know,
That's a pain that cannot be fixed. It cannot heal. I don't know. There's nothing that can bring us back to the person that we used to be once upon a time.
do you know when I was preparing for this show, you know, like sometimes you I always like to put myself sometimes in other people's shoes or try to, and I just couldn't. I just don't know how you do it. I just don't know how you do it. I just, you know, and that's mother to mother, you know. I just don't. I don't know. Now, Jessica, what's life taught you about yourself since you was last on the show?
How can I put it, Lord God? A lesson that um, you are here today, but tomorrow is not really promised to you. This is the lesson I've learned. So you have to cherish every day. When you wake up in the morning, give God thanks for seeing another day and be grateful that you have children, and also to cherish your children regardless of what. I know sometimes it may come across rude, but at the ending of the day, it's up to us. It's the way you raise them. And I don't have a problem with that, to be quite honest. I never had. Okay, yes, they'll give it a little chit chat, but then later down the line, they will, or later on in the afternoon or so, they will come back and say to me, Mommy, I'm sorry, because you were only trying to help us. And to hear people say to me, and they don't even know my children properly, but from I lost my son, I was somebody that was into everything because I love children. And to hear people say to me that they are credit to you, talking to some of my daughter's bosses, and the bosses will say that Chantel is a credit to you. She's so well mannered. She behaves so well and stuff like me as a mother feel good in a sense that I did a good job raising them.
Yeah.
My last born went for an interview, and at that interview, the lady met me for the same work that I'm doing. And Andre, when they not knowing, the lady don't know Andre, not knowing that Andre would come across that lady. And by Andre giving the name, the lady asked Andre, do you know a lady named Jessica Plummer? And then Andre said, yes, that's my mom. And the lady said, your mom is one amazing lady. Now, Andre did not tell me. The lady called, no, the lady sent a message and said to me, I had the honor and pleasure of meeting your son. And to be quite honest, I am so proud of him. But I wasn't expecting that because I know Andre said to me, Mommy, I'm going for an interview. But the feedback was so good. Said this little boy walked in. He wasn't rude. He was listening to me. He wasn't giving me any back chat or saying, no, I cannot do that. He was willing to do everything I asked. He said, just tell me and I will do it. So that made me feel good because I have Andre, I have Chantel, they're out there, and I don't know what they do behind my back. But so far, it's been good. I cannot complain. And I'm grateful to God because I may not pray every day, but by what I do, what I say, they listen. I also met one lady from Jamaica. She called me her sister. And I met her through her daughter that came to this country studying. She's doing her PhD. And I took this little girl under my wing and I talk to this little girl like she's my own daughter. And I just had surgery 1 week ago in my left eye. And that little girl was able to cook for me. She checked on me every day. She called me knowing that my daughter wasn't there. And she said, Auntie Jess, you're not alone. And no matter what we're doing, whether it's Chantel, it's Andre, Shamaya, my granddaughter, this lady will call and pray for all of us. She'll ask me about Chantel. Her dad is the same. So to be quite honest, it's not really bad. There's good in it, you understand?
Yeah.
Losing my son has changed a lot of things. But like I say, I'm going back to God and I'm thanking him for what he has done for me today. I don't know if I'm right or if I'm wrong. I'm just saying. That's just me. I'm grateful.
Jessica.
And there's more news. There's more good news. When Andre in 2023, that's after I think I did the thing with you.
Yeah.
Andre had the heart surgery, I think. Chantel was diagnosed with the cancer in 2024. Chantel got the all clear because God is amazing. And Chantel is now the first Black female to drive the Greater Anglia train. Chantel is 32. Chantel graduated just after Shaquan's trial, which was in April. Shaquan trial was in April 2016. Chantel graduated the September 2016. But this girl is a little soldier, I'm telling you. And I cannot listen. I don't know what I can do to praise this little. I don't know what I can do again to reward this little girl. And she has a daughter. I know it's hard. It's difficult for her because the daughter is autistic. But this girl is doing everything to help this child. And if there's something she don't know, or maybe the daughter do something and she don't understand, she called me, Mommy, Shamaya did this, Mommy, Shamaya that, and then I will guide her. And then her partner will also say she's an amazing young person too. She will say things to me, you raise a good daughter. And she said, don't worry, Plummy, I've got you. I've got
Oh,
your daughter. And that make me feel good.
yeah,
I feel
yeah,
so, so blessed
yeah.
to know that there's people around me that love my children.
Mm,
And they love my children because of how I raised them. And
mm,
I'm telling you, I'm so proud of Chantel and Andre. If I need something, I need the money, Andre will call, Mommy, are you rich? And Andre will say, Mommy, I send you 200 pounds, I send you 100 pounds. Chantel will tell me off, Mommy, what you do with the money? Mommy, you don't have the money. And she will pay for me. I went to the New Scotland Yard to do some work on knife crime.
mm,
Chantel called me and paid the taxi for me. Mommy, you'll get there on time. Don't worry, Mommy. Not everything these children may say to me, but they are with me. And I'm proud of them because I raised them like how my mom and dad raised me.
mm, mm,
And she's doing so well, this little girl. So well.
mm,
I'm super, super proud of my daughter. Going through all this pain and they don't show it. Instead of them worrying about themselves, they also worry about me.
yeah, mm,
Mommy, you okay? Mommy, you need this. Mommy, you that. I know not all the time they can be there with me,
mm,
but I am super blessed with the friends I've got around. It may not be a big circle, but the little friends that I've got Ebony, I've got Maria, I've got Katie. Katie is such an amazing young lady, and we talk about her every day
mm,
because of how she is. It's like Katie was brought up just like my own daughter.
mm,
And to know that she's going through the same pain like me, Ebony going through the same pain like me, my God,
mm,
it's just unbelievable. But me being around these people, it's like an uplift. They're
mm,
encouraging me to do more
mm,
and just do it. Don't think about nobody. Just do what you have to do because you're not only like I said, I'm not only representing my son, I'm also representing them
mm,
and their family too.
mm.
But we can only do it. I cannot do it alone. Like I say, it takes a village. So together we can all achieve more.
Absolutely. Now, are there particular memories of Shaquan that have been making you smile recently?
Yes, I remember the way sometimes, like I did a little video recently for his 11-year anniversary,
Mm,
the way he used to dance. He always had one leg where he used to put front because we would do, I forgot the name of the dance we all do together because we spend a lot of times together.
mm,
So we would be sitting in the kitchen, he would tiff my mangoes because I said, don't touch my mango. And they would steal the mango, eat it, and do a video and then send it to me. And the three of us on a Saturday would stay in the kitchen, play the music, and we would be dancing, the three of us. And sometimes I would sit down there and think of him like when I fry the chicken, he will come and steal the chicken,
mm,
or he will play fight with me. I can never forget that. Like if I'm in the bathroom upstairs, he will wait and he will come downstairs, take the cold water, and just send the cold water on me in the bathroom because I used to bath with the three of them, knowing I'm not well.
mm,
So sometimes the three of them will take um control of everything in the
mm,
house.
mm,
Up to a day like today, Shaquan name is still on the television, is still on my iPad, is still on one of my phone.
mm,
They were just lovely children. Shaquan, listen, a little troublemaker, you know.
mm.
And I would still see people that would say he wasn't only your son, he was my son
Oh.
because he was forever helping people. I know today, if Shaquan was there, maybe my house would be filled with grandchildren because he had
Hey!
so many girlfriends. That was his downfall, like father, like son.
So Shaquan was a womanizer.
Of course, and he would be talking to how many of them, and not one of them know he's talking to this one.
Oh, Lord.
On the day Shaquan died, these girls were upstairs with Shaquan. And these girls upstairs, they're fighting. They're even telling of Chantel that they love Shaquan more than Chantel did. How
Oh.
can you love him more than Chantel? And they're fighting, and I'm saying, but he's not here.
Mm-mm.
And I'm also grateful for the friends. Juliet went for Shaquan's 10th year anniversary. This boy never said a word to me. They spoke with Chantel, and they did a gala. They paid for the food, they paid for the hall, they paid for the drink, and they said, Auntie, you just come. And then I went there, dressed up. They say, Auntie, dress up nice. When I enter, I was in shock. The way they decorated the hall with the orange, and oh my God, it was absolutely amazing. And then I invited a few of the police officers. They came and they were talking about it. They went back and talked about how these boys approached them, the treatment they got from the boy. It was really, really good. So I look at them as my sons. If I need something today, just like Chantel them, Auntie, anything you need, call me, Auntie, we will do it. If you have a bill you cannot pay, Auntie, we will pay for you. So I am super blessed.
Oh, that's really nice. Now, we know that you will never forget your beloved son, Shaquan. Has the way you speak about him and his legacy changed has the years passed?
Say that again?
Has the way you speak about Shaquan and his legacy changed over the years as he's
Yes, it
passed?
has, to be quite honest. But you don't see it or you don't really hear it. But there's a lot of children that already changed their lives and they're doing amazing stuff. His friends, some of them have their own business. Most of them graduated from university. Some of the young kids I did in the pool in Harrow, a few of them, I'll call it majority of them, went back to mainstream school. And sometimes if the police officer will update me, if let's say they're walking on the patrol in the street, they will call me and say, Jess, I just met this young person and they were asking of you. And then they will say, oh, but he's right there with me or she's right there with me. And then they will talk to me. They'll call me mommy. They'll call me auntie. And they will say thank you to me. There's a few young ones in Islington when I'm walking the street. Some of them, if they see me somewhere, they will come into the shop. And not all the time I remember them. But then when I enter, say, for example, I'm outside on the street or in a shop, they will come in the shop, they will hug me and say, Auntie, thank you. There's a young boy who said to me, Auntie, I've changed, but it was your doing. And I'll say, no, take the credit. You did it. Maybe I gave you a little push, but you did everything else. And he said, look, Auntie, my mommy bought me an iPhone 13 because of good behavior. And I said, son, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. So I'm proud of them. And people will be looking at me when they're hugging me and they said, this is my auntie. This is my auntie. My auntie has done so many things for us. My auntie has changed my life. And that make me feel good. Although sometimes I don't really, like Katie would say, Jess, you have to be, I forgot the word she used. And she'll say, Jess, because you do this, Ebony, sometimes Maria will tell me that, so she'll say things to me like, Mom, you have to be proud of yourself because you've done so well, Jess, and keep doing what you're doing. We've got you, Jess. We've got you. But you don't see it that way, you understand, because it's you.
Yeah.
You don't really see it. It's just like you're just aiming to do something and you want to achieve more. You want to see more children off the street. You want to see more kids doing stuff. And you don't want to see any more parents going through the pain like yourself. So you try to create that change.
Just really quickly, when people ask you about you, right? What do you sometimes wish they understood about living with the loss of a child?
Not to judge you. Because sometimes they will say things to me like, it's now 11 years. You need to
Move on.
Yeah. But then I'll say to them, listen, I need you to walk in my shoe just for one day and tell me if you'll be able to. I say to them, you just have to say, if you meet me, all you need to say to me, Jess, how are you? And that's it. And I say to you, I'm good. You understand? But most people will come to me and ask me about, you need to go to God. You need to do. I said, but I'm talking with God. And He's with me. And He's changing me. And He's helping me. Because of God, I am the person I am today. And He's still guiding me. He still sends little prayers for me. Sometimes, I know people don't believe in this spirit thing. But sometimes I sit down here and it's like I could see the shadow. and I know it's my son, or the knock on my door. Sometimes I'm sitting inside or I'm cooking and it's like I can hear the door close. I will go downstairs and look, or I'll call Chantel or call Andre's name, but it's not them. So I know my son is here with me.
Yeah. Yeah. That memory will never go
Never.
away.
I
You know.
just want to be Jessica again, but this is impossible. I don't think it will never happen. I've asked the doctors, and they said it's not something that can be fixed. This is something that will be with you forever. But I'm sorry to say, the only way you will feel better is one day when you meet your son again.
When you say you want to be Jessica again, what do you mean by
I
that?
just want to be the bubbly person that I used to be. If I go out, say for example, parties and stuff, I don't like parties because sometimes I stand up and I look at people enjoying themselves and I feel guilty.
Oh,
I feel
really?
guilty sometimes when I laugh. I'm saying, but why are you laughing? And your son is not there. He's feeling bad. But it's just our mind. Or sometimes I even go to the cemetery and I find it so difficult leaving the cemetery. It's like I'm leaving my son behind. So all these little things, they all add up. People don't understand. Like if I get sick, I'm saying, okay, God, maybe you can take me now and I will meet Shaquan. But at the same time, I need to think about Andre and Chantel and Shemaya because these kids still need me.
Yeah.
Although I'm living in fear because I get scared sometimes if something happened to them. But all I do is ask God to help me and strengthen me, show me the light, and that's what He's doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, Jess, we're coming up to that all important community break, and when we come back, we'll talk some more. I want to talk about the Shaquan, the foundation. Okay.
No problem.
All right then. Welcome back to Spilling the Tea to Juliet G on Supreme Radio UK. Now, I am currently in conversation with Jessica Plummer, founder of the Shaquan Sammy-Plummer Foundation, and she's been speaking about the loss of her son. Jessica, I
Yeah.
just want to talk about the foundation. So, can you tell us about the Shaquan Sammy-Plummer Foundation? For those who are just hearing about it for the first time, tell us about the heart of it, the purpose
Um,
behind the foundation.
okay, the purpose of the foundation, the reason why I set it up, I was approached by one other mother who lost a son. And she said, if you want something in memory of your son or letters to still come in your house, like Shaquan was still alive, is to set up that organization. And then another person said to me, Jess, because of the love you have for children, and remember all the things that you were doing before, because I used to be a parent governor for Christ the King School, which is the primary school my children attended. And I used to do different stuff in the school with them. And I introduced the graduation in 2006. And then I continued doing that. And I wanted the kids to feel important. So I used to invite Jeremy Corbyn, which is my MP, to give out the certificates. I used to get cakes. And me, I love cooking. So I used to cook for the kids. So when they graduate, we would ask the parents to bring little items like crisp and drinks and stuff. And I would cook the food. And then we'll have that celebration after they graduate. They have their certificate. Everybody would be sitting in a room and they would be eating, and it would be about them because they were the important ones. And then in the end, and I was using my own money out of my pocket because I wasn't working at the time because of illness. And then when Andre was leaving, I said Andre would live in style. So I ordered the proper gown from America, which is where my mom lives. And then the gowns came in, and then I just carried on. So when Shaquan died now, what I did was to set up the organization in order for me to carry on doing that same work, but trying to prevent children from picking up the knife. So I did this not knowing that I would be where I am today. So I was approached by a police officer who who took all the pictures and did a PowerPoint. And I went down to Harrow. I started in Harrow, and then he invited different head teachers. And by him doing that, they listened to Shaquan's story, and that's how I started doing the work, going into schools. And the same police officers got me because they were looking for somebody to do the talk at the Old Bailey. And then they sent me to the Old Bailey, and I did it once. And now it's like, this is my home. I said, give another person a break. They said, no, Jeff, we need you. We need you there. You run the show. And then this is how I've been doing it. So now I go into churches, I go into schools, I go to the Old Bailey. I work very closely with the police. And now I've got the opportunity to also help at New Scotland Yard. Who thought I would be there? And by me talking to them, I'm somebody, I speak my mind. And even when I went to see them on Thursday, the police officer said, Jess, we promise, and we're going to write it, and if you have to sign it, we're going to support the foundation. Do you get funding? And I said, no, I don't get no funding. With this knife crime thing, they pick and choose who they want. It's like you need to have a name. Back in the West Indies, we would say you need to have a godmother and a godfather. But I haven't allowed that to stop my journey. I still carry on doing it. I will use my own money to pay for most of the stuff for the kids. So now by doing it, I'm doing the talks with the new recruits. I do it with the police. I do it at the, how do you call it? I also help the
Probation?
No, not probation. I haven't done probation. I do the how you call it, the helipad people, the
Ambulance.
the air ambulance. Yes. So I did a talk with a few of the, not a few. I did the talk with the trauma surgeon, and that was arranged by one of the doctor that operated on Shaquan. So I've got that relationship with them. I did a book with them. I also did a book with Jenny, which she's a journalist. She contacted me because of the same work that I do. So I'm just doing it because I think it's needed. And it's not about the fame. It's about engaging more with the young people. But there's a way to go about doing it. It's not approaching these young people with that anger or because I lost my son, I have to have that grudge against them. I do it completely different. I talk to them like they were my own children. So I don't have a problem in doing it. Just to keep Shaquan legacy alive and to support my children. So I'm not only doing it for others, I'm doing it to help families, my children, my family. Because knife crime, they would say to you, knife crime is not on the rise, but it is because you hear it every single day. It's just that some make it to the media and some don't.
What response have you received from young people and families that
Very,
you brought
very,
through?
very positive messages I get back from them. But at the beginning, okay, in the school, they will come and ask me questions like, Auntie, what can we do to help you? So my response to them would be, do what is right. Go out there and make your mom proud. Go out there, earn something or educate yourself so you could be the next prime minister. You could be the next doctor to help another person. So it's encouraging, the messages from them. Now, when I started at the Old Bailey, it was more so the adults talking to me. But now it's not. It's the young people coming to me and saying to me things like, Auntie, you sound like my mom. You sound like my grandmother. Auntie, we are so proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing because you are creating that change between us, not only our family. We are learning. There's one lady who said to me, my brother is misbehaving, but listening to you today has changed something for me. So I can go home and tell my mom to do this and do that. Or if I can get that opportunity to meet you where you could talk to my brother, it would be good. But the children don't give me no bad behavior. If I go into the school and, for example, they swear in and they're talking to the teacher, I can stop it. I don't know how, but I will talk to them. And then I would kind of raise my voice and say, come on, you need to listen. Remember, at the end of the day, what you're doing, you're not doing it for your mom. You're not doing it for the teachers. If we had that knowledge the teachers have, and these doctors and all of them, today you wouldn't be where you are. We would be the one to train you. But some mothers take it differently because these people believe in all these things, like saying the government owe us. The government, the police, nobody owe us. We chose to put these kids on this earth, so we are responsible for them. We are responsible for the upbringing of our children because we chose to put them on earth. I cannot say to Chantel, the government will do this for you. No, I had to do it to help Chantel. I paid for Chantel them to have classes because I wanted my children to be better than me. And today, look, what I did today is paying off.
Yeah.
Look at my daughter, so petite, driving this big train. And everybody's singing this little girl's praise. And Chantel is not one to boast. Andre is not one to boast. Shaquan was the name brand person. Andre would buy his clothes from ASOS. Chantel will buy her clothes from, how you call it, Team U and all these places, Shein, that's where Chantel buy her clothes. And Chantel is a big train driver. She said, Mommy, this thing is just there. We're going to die and we leave it. So I am proud of them for what they have achieved, what they are doing to uplift me. Make me the proud mother that I am today.
When you visit schools and speak to the young people, what are they telling you about the pressures and dangers they face today?
Outside, some of them I cannot say, but some of them get involved in things where they get grooming, and a lot of them will say things like, my mom don't have this, my mom cannot give me this, my mom is busy at work, we don't get to see the mom. And I have to explain to them, remember, you have a roof over your head, but that same house where you live in, they have the bills. These bills need to get paid. If mommy don't go out and do whatever she has to do, then you will suffer. But at the same time, you need to help her. You need to support her. She's not putting too much of the, how do you call the pressure on you, but she's trying to make it lighter for you. But not all of them can do it. But then they will talk to you about them going outside and they see others have this, or they will talk to you about, I've got a problem with the reading and the teachers will treat me that way. The teacher will do this. The teacher will do that to me. The teachers treat me like, how do you say that? Because I'm poor or my mother don't have, they will treat. And I've seen it for myself. It's like
they
when
look down on them.
Yeah, some of them, because their parents are up there, they tend to treat the poor ones worse. And the things some of the teachers will say to them. So things like that, they will tell me, or they will tell me the problems that they are facing outside with the grooming. But then sometimes I have to find a way to deal with it because they don't trust the police. And I understand their point and I see it. But like I say to them, it's not all of them that the same. And this is something I've learned. And I say to them, I go out there to do this work. I'm going out there. I'm learning from the police. I did the ride along. I did the stop and search. I tried everything just for me to get to know the police. And when I look at the police, they are similar to us. They do bad things. And you have the ones that are good. So it's not all the time we have to blame them. We have good and bad in all of them. The same question they asked me on Thursday. What do I think of the police? I said, I'm going to tell you it the way I see it. But sometimes some of them come across very nasty because I see it for myself. And I can then pull them up and tell them. What can they do? They cannot arrest me because sometimes they ask me my name. What's your name, Jessica? When they put it in the system, then they come down and say, I'm sorry. So I say, you need to change that. You need to engage more with it will take time, but engage more with the community because you want that relationship with them. So change the way you do things. Respect goes both ways. But social media is one of our worst nightmare.
But that's not
But
going
I
to
have a
change.
good, to be quite honest, I've got a good relationship with the kids because they listen. But some of them are so deep into this grooming thing that it's so hard to get them out.
So Jessica, what advice can you give to parents? You know, because there are parents now listening, and they must probably in a similar situation to what you're describing. So what advice can you give to
What
parents?
they need to do is, I'm not saying they need to be their children's friend,
Mm,
but they need to sit their kids down and remember that we're raising these children not for ourselves only. We're raising them for the whole world. Sit with your kids, talk to them. You have a problem. I know some of them are feeling ashamed and they're scared to go out there and talk about it because people will mock them. Forget about people. You're not doing it for them. You're doing it because you want your child to be a better person. There are different organizations out there. There are people in different churches that are helping children. Go out there, find the help. It is there for you. Keep knocking on that door. These people, you go to see them, you talk to the police and they treat you one way. Expose them. Talk about it. You meet me on the street, say to me, Jess, I'm having a problem. What can you do to help me? I will try. I'm not going to say they're going to be better within 1 second. It will take time. But together, we can create that change as mothers. We're not perfect. We will make mistakes. But there must be one person that can help us. I did it. They can. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying I had the best relationship with my children, but I tried. And today, look at where I am. Shaquan did not die because he was in any gang, and I'm not saying it's right for anyone to take anybody's life because they were in a gang. It is wrong, but we can fight it, people. We can. Go on your knees, pray. Have faith in that God. Because of this God today, I am who I am. Let us do it together, people. Let us do something to stop this killing on the street. Stop all our children, because when you look at it in a couple years' time, we won't have our kids to bury us. Instead of us burying our children, let us try and change it and allow our children to bury us. I didn't have the money to bury Shaquan. I was robbing Peter to pay Paul. I pawned all my jewelries. But because of that relationship I had with the community, I was able to bury my son today. And I didn't go for the casket to show off. I bought the cheapest thing for Shaquan. But then I was able to bury him. There are things now compared to the time. My time, there wasn't as much help as there is now. They can get the help. If the person didn't treat you, you talk about it. You expose them. You go on TikTok, you talk about it. Somebody will pick up your story. And maybe it might be me. Because I talk to the police. Without these police officers, I'm telling these people, without them today, I would not have an ounce of justice for my son. And they never treated me bad. I cannot talk for everybody. I can speak for myself. They were happy to help me get justice. Let us work together, people. It's too much.
Wow.
It's too much. It's killing me. Every day I'm forever reliving my son's death. Every day I hear about a death or the television. Now I avoid the television. I play games. I watch a bit of YouTube. I watch all rubbish just to take my mind off this thing. It's hard, people. It's one of the pain that cannot be described. When I look at Ebony, I look at Maria, I look at Katie, these people are struggling. And the help they need, they don't even get it themselves. It's like they're being passed from pillar to post. Nobody wants to help you.
How does the foundation create a safe environment where young people feel able to speak honestly?
So far, it's I don't have the space where I can do it. So, and I cannot use my home because then again, you don't know who is home.
Yeah.
So far, it's something where I discussed with the police when I went there on Thursday. So we are trying to build that thing. And also Jeremy Corbyn came to see me the week before. So we are trying to create that space where they can come and talk about how they feel, because a lot of us tend to talk to these kids and allow the kids to listen to what we say. At the end of the day, we need to give the kids a platform where they can talk and tell us how they feel, what they are going through. So this is what I want to do. So I'm trying, with God beside me, I'm trying to sort it out now that I can have more children coming to me in a safe environment where they can talk about the problem that they are facing. If we can get to send them to New Scotland or wherever, just for them to have a peace of mind and for them to change themselves, come out from that lifestyle, get a job and earn their own money. So it's something that's in progress at the minute, and I just have to wait to get everything together. By God's grace, it will come together.
How important is early intervention before young people reach crisis point?
I think we need to start with the young ones in the primary school. Starting with the primary school, and we mothers need to start from home. It's very important. Talk to your children, raise them, and make them understand the danger that is outside on the street. Because it's not a bed of roses outside. You don't have to be in a gang. You don't have to be in the right place for anybody to kill you.
So what practical support or education does the foundation offer parents who may feel frightened or unsure of what to do?
It's the same way, by just talking. Like I said, I need that space in order for me to be able to do it. For now, I don't. Because so far, it's just me going to the schools, me going to the Old Bailey. And when I go to the Old Bailey, I invite them. And I will give them my number. They will call me on the phone. Some of the young people will call me via the foundation number, and they will talk to me, and I try and get them the help, because I don't have a place where they can come and I can help them, because there's so much that need doing where I can help them with little jobs and things like that. I don't have the thing to do it. But if you come to the Old Bailey, they give you that opportunity to try and get you to do apprenticeships. If it's the football you want to do, if you want to learn how to play, what Shaquan used to, I forgot the thing Shaquan liked. But you have that opportunity when you come to the Old Bailey. Like even mothers, I've met mothers who come in there with their children themselves.
To the Old Bailey?
There's parents that come in with their children.
Okay.
So far, that's the only place I can say that they can get help, because I don't have the facility, and the foundation don't have the money to be able to do what others do. You understand? I don't have it because I'm tired of using my own money to support the foundation.
So what are some of the biggest challenges the foundation is currently facing, like funding, volunteers, resources, and reaching out to the right people?
Yes, reaching out to the right people, and the funding is very, very important, because it's the money you need to do this. Everything is about the money. And I need like a little building where I can go in and not work by myself, but work together with others. I don't have none of that. I need people to even help me with my accounts. I don't have no one to help me with the accounts, which I don't know how to do. So sometimes I have to pay or go to the law center to get help with the account. And it's not much I get. It's just the money now I get from the talks I do at the Old Bailey. Or now that I've started with the police officer, they say they're going to apply for some funding to help me, and they will work with me. Anything we need, let them know. I spoke about me, what's her name, Katie, and myself, because for now, Ebony cannot do it. Because her case is still very raw. But with Katie, I'm planning to do something with her until we can get ourselves together. Maria does the crocheting thing. That I need a place where she can help children to do that crocheting thing. She can teach them. I've got one, a Chantel friend, who does the drawing thing. Andre does that too. But we don't have somewhere where we could help children if they're interested in doing it.
Yeah, there's a lot, really.
There's a lot of work that needs doing.
There's a lot, and you need a lot of help.
But I think, just like I say, sorry to cut you, with this knife crime, the only way I can see us moving forward is by all the organization coming together. And I'm talking about myself. If we were to come together, maybe it would be different. But everybody trying to fight this thing, because obviously knife crime is all about money, and it has money in it. So everybody want the funding, but they never do what they want, what they're supposed to do. Everybody's looking for the praise for themselves, but it's not about us. It's about the young people. The time when they go up, they get this award, they get that award. No, if you're going to give an award or reward somebody, reward the young people, because by us doing that, we will see more changes. Let us make it about them, their parents, educating their parents, teaching the children more. I think that would be better. Because I don't have the answer to knife crime, not because I lost Shaquan, but I can just only give my little input or try whatever I can. If it's the food I have to cook for them, I don't mind doing that.
Right, we're coming up to that all-important community break, and when we come back, we'll talk some more, okay?
No problem, sweetie.
Okay, keep it supreme.
God bless you and thank you.
You are more than welcome.